Dorian, can you hear me? I don't know what happened. Can you hear me, Dorian? Yeah? All right, so I guess I'll just finish up since I graduated that first Wellbriety meeting. And since then, it's only grown, right? It's only grown from other brothers and sisters and what but since I've been sober, I have all four of my children back in my life. All my children have forgiven me. I um I've been able to with other people were able to do a gathering of friends event, and it had the we had like over 150 people showed up with speakers of Jason Touch from the Portland Wellbriety, David Powell from the Dalles Wellbriety, uh, James Pacotis from the Nespelum Reservation, and then my aunt Hattie Kaufman, and they all came different paths of what their recovery was, and we felt like that was important. And I remember how powerful that was, and I remember that's the first time I seen my dad and my brother sing together. And when they were singing those songs, like I remember I was just crying, and it was just so moving and so powerful. And um, then since then too, with the Wellbriety being empowered, I've been all the white bison trainings that I've been able to receive have been like the Mending Broken Hearts. That was a scholarship from the Wasatch Crest Treatment Center. The Understanding Purpose of Life and Daughters of Tradition 1 and 2 were both from the Lapwai Community Coalition program. The White Bison sponsored me going to for the Medicine Wheel and 12 Steps. So I got to be tripping if the Wellbriety in this path is not part of my life, because if I've been being blessed and being honored to be able to receive trainings and everything like by these, like how does that happen? Like how does that happen? Besides it's actually walking in alignment with what Creator always intended for me to be, right? It took me a long time to realize like what my path was supposed to be, and that's supposed to be to honor, to walk in a good way, to help light up this path so bright that our future generations don't have to go down that dark path, or don't fall as deep as that dark path as I went. So every day I stay sober, every day I continue to work on myself, every day that I show up, wake up in prayer. Not every day has been easy, but I've learned to continue to move forward. When one door shuts, there's a better door that opens. I don't it hasn't been all easy, like I lost my auntie and I've lost other relatives, but what I got to do different this time is I got to honor them. I got to help in the kitchen. I got to dance at their funeral. I got to sing. I got to pray. I got to show up. I got to be present. It wasn't a party no more. It wasn't. I actually got to feel, right? I got to feel. I got to feel my feelings. I got to actually cry without feeling like ashamed or feeling bad. I got to help with my auntie's dressing. I got to sing a song for her. I got to go visit my grandparents, Josephine and Moody and John Kaufman, and my family. And I've never been there as being an adult. Go clean and got to go there with my children and meet my aunties there. Like I didn't even know where their cemetery was. Like it mattered to me when I was lost and using. Those things didn't matter. I was so self-centered and so selfish, and I was there for everybody else but my own walk, my own family, my own healing, things that are supposed to be important. Since I've been sober, not only has the being able just to be there, present. We've done a lot of things, with our youth. I was actually able to go back into our high school, in our school, and do the understanding purpose of life and work with youth, and with my whole goal of trying to be that person that I needed. Like walking in there, letting the children know that I see you, I hear you. You're angry, you're upset. I get it, right? Because a lot of times I feel like society's always chasing behaviors. I was labeled as a bad kid. I was labeled as a little shit kid. I did a lot of bad things, but not realizing, but where is all that coming from? Where is all that coming from? That's actually a hurt little girl inside. I was trying to grow up way too fast. Since I've been sober, was able to go to then I got sponsored to go to the Recovery Coach Academy through CCAR at the Northwest Indian Treatment Center. They sponsored it, a 5-day thing, and I've been in awe. Sometimes I got to pinch myself, how is this happening? Creator, why are you blessing me? Right? And all I got to do is continue to show up. But I know when I'm blessed and empowered, it's my responsibility to do that back to the next sister, the next brother, right? I went to the multiple pathways. I've been able to travel, actually learn how to get on an airplane and be able to, I felt like such a little res kid jumping on those things, right? And then it's just funny, but I went to that multiple pathways in Florida, was through the White Bison. And then with a couple of the Portland Wilbrighty members, Selena and Biggie, next thing we're up on a stage singing in front of this whole big old group, right? How does that happen? How does that happen? Remembering, and all we got to do is continue to show up. And we were just so empowered, and the welcoming and the unity and the all these different things. Man, and then sitting there listening to Bill White and Don Coyes. They say that's the head of recovery and the heart of recovery. I'm just yeah, I don't know, life's been a blessing. It's been a blessing, I've been able to go with our Wilbrighty group and other people. We've been root digging. iVision, different groups have collaborated with us. And we had 58 Nimipu up in the mountains of one of where our ancestors used to be up there to do talking circles and to be able to learn from an elder and teachings and stories. And man, it's been powerful. And I've been making it through. I've made it through grieving, sober. I've been able to learn things through our longhouse, being in that kitchen and helping cooking. And then within, because we had back-to-back funerals. We've had back-to-back funerals this winter. And then next time I got asked to be a head cook. And I'm just what? That is huge. And I remember reaching out to my mom and my sister and them, knowing, and what was so beautiful about it is all these women empowered me. All these women showed up. Because you can't do it alone. And that was one thing that I noticed on all my bad relationships and everything that I've been through. As I was always, for some reason, getting this divide between women. Not realizing how much I needed women in my life and that women's medicine. So I've been walking through some things that are super uncomfortable, even sharing right now on Facebook Live. That is freaking not something I would think about I'd be doing, right? I had all these fears of who's going to listen, who's going to, not realizing all I got to do is speak my truth. I just got to show up. And I've been holding this, a fan that I was gifted by my dad, my mom's husband, and because I had to be reminded, all I got to do is speak from the heart. And I've been blessed and given a lot of things to empower me, and to backpedal. Though I remember on that first Wilbrighty meeting, I remember I wanted to back out. I had a bad migraine. I was scared. I was thinking, who do you think you are, trying to start a meeting here? Who do you, right? But recovery is so new to here, recovery on a reservation. It is, and I knew I needed it to save my life, and I remember the day I wanted to give up, and then my mom messages me, and my mom says, did you get your stuff in your mail? And then when I went to the post office, and it was a feather. So I had my feather for the talking. She had medicine, And she had everything in there, and I'm like, okay, Creator, I will do what I'm supposed to do. So I did it. Since I've been sober though, like I had one thing, that was really lately, like I've um my children are part of the Wellbrighty. My children are part of it, and they show up to the meetings. We empower our youth by letting them at least introduce themselves or say one thing that they're grateful for. Because I know, as being a little girl that without having no voice, it led me to a life of lamutets, of going down a dark path. So we empower our children's, our youth voice, and let them know, they matter, and empower them, and we know how uncomfortable it is. And from them coming to Wellbrighty, like my daughter disclosed some things that's happened to her. And first I wanted it to turn it all about me, how I was a piece of shit mom. I should have known better. Or if I never did this, that would have never happened, but, and I had to shift my mind to be proud of her. And it's not about me. Be grateful that you're that sober mom today. Be grateful that you're that safe mom today. Be grateful that your daughter has a voice and she's only 9 years old. You didn't get your voice and healing until you were 32 years old. And man, I drew so much strength from that, and I had to keep saying that, and to not go back to my old ways. I don't have to hurt people because somebody hurt my daughter. I can pray for them. I can show my daughter that how it is to not be a victim, to be a survivor, to be able to move forward in a good way, to move forward by singing our songs, by prayer, by speaking our truth, that we don't have to keep those secrets, because I know how sick those secrets can keep you. And we're moving forward, and my daughter's so resilient, and I learned so much from my children because they are resilient. They're beautiful, right? They're beautiful, and they're really great teachers. And so today we get me, whether we're going to, root digging, or we're going to a medicine dance, we're going to the river, everywhere they get to go, and we get to learn. So I'm really grateful that for this opportunity to be able to share. And I feel so much better now. Of course, my stomach was in a knot, and I was just thinking, Jasmine, why did you get yourself into this? Like, you are tripping, and I had to listen. I know if it's making me uncomfortable, that's okay. Just like in that Wellbrighty book, conflict precedes clarity. The elders say to get happy when you struggle, because it's an opportunity to grow. And I choose to continue to keep growing, especially in a time like this with the COVID and everything going on, with not being able to have our face-to-face contact, or those hugs. Like, I'm a huge hugger. We have to pray for all our huggers that don't get a hug right now because of this social distancing. And my heart mourns with the people that have lost everybody. My hearts and my prayers are with them too. And a blessing though with this with the quarantine is, like, maybe my daughter would never been able to share because I was living life too fast again. Can become a workaholic. I still don't completely have that balance that I'm seeking for, right? Because I just because I went and got well with my the addiction, or the actually using part, but it still bleeds out different areas where I'll overwork, or I will I don't know, I'm always doing something a little bit too much, but that's okay, because I'm learning from it, and I'm grateful for that gift of being self-aware. So through this quarantine and stuff, me being a single mom, being home, I have been able to with my children, and that was a huge gift, because that was one thing I wanted for 2020, was to be more focused on my children. And because felt like I was focusing on everybody else, where I was spreading myself super thin, because I wanted to be there for every single person that reached out. But we have to be careful when we're in recovery, to not do that. That's self-care, and what's important, our values, our beliefs and everything that are super, super important, that we got to remember, so we can take care of ourselves. because I'm no good to nobody if I don't take care of myself. So like with that, I'm sure I'm probably gonna get off here and I'm gonna be like, oh, I wish I said this, wish I said that. Nope, I spoke from the heart. This is what it is. I'm really grateful for every single person that has empowered my walk. I'm grateful for those teachers that have done bad things to me. I was able to learn lessons from all of it, and I'm with my daughter coming with her strength and her voice. It reminds me of when sometimes I miss those toxic relationships because I'm human. Sometimes I miss those, and so I have to remember that what type of example am I teaching my children? You know, what type of role model and mom am I going to be? Am I going to be someone that's always going to put up with domestic violence and toxic relationships and abuse? I'm going to make it okay for her to think it's okay to put up with that. And so she's a good teacher for me to remind me that I have to continue to walk with those boundaries and that healthy way of loving myself today and my children, because that's all I want from them. I don't wish, you know, the things I've been through, not even on my worst enemy. You know, I'm grateful that Creator pitied me and brought me back, you know, and going through domestic violence and an OD and everything. Like, I'm grateful to be alive today. I'm grateful for these opportunities. I'm grateful that I get to White Bison empowers, you know, and lets me host one of their meetings. And it's just crazy how things are. It's not crazy, like it's I always keep saying that. It's just a blessing. But I feel like the biggest blessing was that my children forgive me today, and that my children are healthy. My children are walking. They have a different light about them. My children aren't in fear. My children aren't watching me as I walk out the door, not knowing if their mom's going to come back. And that's huge for me, that my children trust me again. That's probably one of the greatest gifts I have, besides loving, you know, myself and finally accepting myself for who I am. And I'm really grateful for the what recovery has brought to my life, like to hear people in their share and see them, witness them healing. Like, oh my gosh, you know what I mean? Like, it's so humbling and it's so powerful. And my hope and prayers, you know, for our brothers and sisters that maybe have went back out, that they find their way back in. My hope and prayers that that we all can be kind and love each other through this time. And, you know, prayers up for every heart that is hurting. And with that, I think I'm going to end, because I'm going to start rambling. Love you guys. Thank you. And thank you, Kateri, for suggesting me. Love you guys. Oh wait, Dawn said, wanna sing a song. Let's plan on it, your song. Oh, what is he saying? He's just trying to... Okay, well, I'll close out with a song. I'll go through it twice. And it's a women's honor song that I was taught by the Portland Wellbriety. Yeah, yeah, hey, hey, oh, hey, hey, oh, hey. Yeah, yeah, hey, hey, oh, hey, hey, oh, hey, oh, hey, ah, hey, oh. Way, oh, hey, 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 ah, hey, hey, ah. Way, ha, hey, hey, ah. Yeah, hey, oh, yeah, hey, oh, hey, yeah, hey, oh, hey, oh, hey, ah, hey, oh. Way, oh, hey, 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 ah, hey, hey, ah. Way, ha, hey, hey, ah. Yeah, hey, oh, yeah, hey, oh, hey, yeah, hey, oh, hey, oh, hey, ah, hey, oh. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, hey, 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 yo, hey, oh, yo, hey, oh, hey, oh, yo, hey, oh, hey, oh, hey, hey, oh. Well, hey, 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 way, ha, hey, hey, yo, hey, oh, yo, hey, oh, hey, oh, yo, hey, oh, hey, oh, hey, hey, oh, hee. All right. Love you guys.